Yes, yes, mic check. Welcome to Tranquil TV. If you're watching, please put your names in the comments. We'll get started real soon. We'll just let people sign in. Excited for today's live stream. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have a great time. Yes, yes, Dylan, Adam, nice to see you guys. Glad you could join us for the live stream today. This is the advanced live stream. That's great. Let me know if you can hear me properly, that'd be great. That's great. Glad to have you. Thanks. That's my mum on the live stream. Thanks, Mark, as well. Glad you're here. Alina, that's great. Fantastic. Yes, yes, we've got Amani and Abby. That's great. Nice profile pic, Lightning Mark, that's it. Right, we're almost ready to start. Alright, I think we're almost ready to start now. Looking forward to it. Let's roll the intro. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to Tranquil TV. It's going to be a great episode today. I'm going to be bringing you the advanced class, so we're going to have a lot of fun. It might be a little bit hard for people just starting out, so don't worry. If you find it difficult, you can always watch it back. But today's live stream is aimed at more advanced style, so you know, just do what you can, join in where you can, and also just on that note that, you know, we're all dance and we all have different styles. So for you might find something really easy that someone else finds really hard. So this routine is an advanced routine across different areas of breaking. But you know, for you might be really find tops easy, or you know, you might find footwork easy, or you might find power easy, or you might find freezes easy. Everyone has their different sort of, you know, their specialty. So I'm just, you know, I'm just going to teach you through the whole thing, and if you get it easy, just practice it through, and that particular part, but just keep going over it and, you know, drilling it and having fun with it. We're going to do our warm up straight away, get into it, get our bodies warmed up. If you are here, make sure to say hello in the comments so we can see you, you know, and you know, just say hello so we know who's watching and everything like that. I've got Fox helping me with the comments, and my brother also, so that'd be great. And you know, I'm excited so let's get started. I'll just put some music on now for us. Okay, so jogging on the spot. That's great. Star jumps. That's it, keep going. And jogging on the spot. Heels up. Knees up. That's it, keep going. Twist that back. Double it up. Then your hips, nice big circles. That's it. On the side, make sure you get it all the way around front and back. We'll definitely be doing more of a warm-up, you know, and stretching a lot, just to make sure our body's, you know, really well suited to doing the moves, because they are going to be a bit harder. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Try and keep that steady pace of breathing. That's it, reach over. And the other side. Now your hand reaching out, don't have it loose. Really stretch out. Feel it all down here, okay? Shoulders again. Sometimes we go back to the stretch again, just because when we first do it, it can be a bit tight. The second time you can come back, you're really feeling more loose, okay? Next side again. Then hold. Then hold. Look left and right. Up at the ceiling. That's it, hand behind your head, reach down and pull down. And down, and the other one. That's it. Do our static stretches after we've already, you know, done a lot of the moving ones, you know, like this. Get the body moving first, then go to these static stretches afterwards. Now this, like I said, this live stream is aimed at more advanced, so I'm not going to be explaining every single thing about stretching, because, you know, if you're an advanced breaker or you're a dancer, you should know that. But, you know, I'll give you little tips and hints as well. So just make sure when you're doing the stretch like that, pull it in and then hold it, and then also use this arm as a lever as well to get in double stretch there. Okay, now our legs. Okay, kick up. Kick quite hard, yeah. Then bring your knees up. That's it. Then hold. Keep your back straight. Keep your legs straight. Try and balance. Breathe through your mouth. And the other one. That's it. Grab the back leg. Deep breath. Try not to lean out. Okay, try and keep straight as you can. Head up straight, neck straight. Breathing in. And even if you're not a dancer, you can join in with this warm-up because it's really good for you. Okay, it's good for your whole body. It'll make you feel a lot better if you do stretching. You know, a bit of fitness can help a lot. So wherever you are, you know, just get up and do the stretches with us because it will help. And you know, you have to push it as much as us. Okay, then we'll do the back of our leg on a hamstring. So put our leg forward. I'll show you an angle, and the feet are not too wide, just like there. Now your back, try and keep that flat. Deep breath, that's it. Now, if you feel it running up the back of your leg, that's good. If you feel it in your back, lower back, that's not good, okay? You want to have your back, you know, flat. So don't go down too far because then your back starts to round out, yes? Keep it back there. And don't, you see me pushing here, but I'm not pushing on my kneecap, I'm pushing above my knee. That's it. Then the other one, I'll show you the exact side view there. That's it. Fantastic. That's it. Okay. Do this one again. This time, just for your balance, use your core. Try and tighten up. Close your eyes. See if you can get that balance in. It's really good if you're wanting to get, you know, power moves and also like, you know, your balancing freezes and things like that, because if you practice doing this with your eyes closed, it gives you a real sense of you've got nothing to look at, you've got nothing to help you, and that can be a really good thing to help you with your balance. And with power moves, you're not always looking exactly where you're going, you know, you're spinning around, and you need to be aware of your body, even if you can't see the floor. Okay, legs like the side. Then front, middle, back, front. Push hips forward. Sit, stomach tight, tense. Front, middle, and back. Front. Keep that back straight. That's it. Okay, now we have to do a few just for our wrists, okay? So, hands here, push fingers left to right. Flat. Perfect. Make sure you're pulling down, look at my arm from the side, it's straight, okay? Not got to bend like this, okay? Straight and pull. That way the stretch runs all the way up the arm. Yeah, if you bend, you can kind of just stop in this area here. The wrist this way, okay, so the opposite way, like this. Keep them flat and attached here, you know, for the wrist. And lift it up. Perfect. Get higher and higher without letting this back come apart, okay? That's great. Okay, now we've got to do our calf muscle, and then we just do a few sitting down. So one leg in front, the back leg, you know, for this one it's just the opposite of the hamstring one. The front one is bent and the back one is straight, and you're pushing your heel into the floor. And if you're flexible, you probably won't feel this that much, okay? But it's still important to do, because you can pull it, and it can really hurt if you do. So you want to just make sure you're stretching out, lean forward, drive that heel into the floor. Then, other one. For me, I usually start to feel that one after about 10 seconds. So that's how long we're going to hold it for. And 10 seconds should be about 4 or 5 deep breaths. When I say deep breaths, people usually breathe out quick, you know, heavy. You need to breathe in, you know, take a lot of air in, breathe up. Okay. Down to the knees. Straight up. Okay. Just above their kneecaps. And down. And up. Keep your back straight. Alright. Now, so a few of the stretches we've got to do sitting down. Let me just. That's great. So, you want to have the weight off of your feet when you're doing certain stretches. It just really helps to get a better stretch. So sit down anywhere on the floor where you've got space, okay? And just start with the light ankles, okay? Stretch. With this one, you know, you need to be like, don't rag your ankle around, just be like, just stretch it, and you should feel strain as you move it around. It shouldn't be too, you know, it shouldn't be too hard. Then stretch your ankle on purpose, twist it, yeah? Then hold it there, deep breath. And the opposite way. Okay, so twist it the opposite way. Okay, while your leg's there, this glute stretch. Okay, back straight, head up, pull your leg in. That's it. And after a while, this is a big muscle too, so you might not feel it straight away. It comes all the way around here, and then also your lower back gets a bit of a stretch too. Okay, the other one, do your ankles. And the other way. That's it. Twist. Okay, that's it. And the other way. And tight. Deep breath. So do that back stretch. Okay, really important stretch inside of our legs. Okay, so let's start legs wide. Okay, about just go where you're comfortable. Okay, don't push it. Just let it. Push forward a bit more. Okay, one hand in the middle, one hand behind. And ease your body forward. This hand behind you is keeping your back straight and your chest out. Hand in front is just inching you forward. This foot stuck to the floor, and this foot is kind of going diagonally forward and out as every time you come forward, and it forces you into the more of a split. Then try and bring your hands to the middle. Tense your stomach. Other hand behind you. That's it. And you shouldn't feel strain in your knees. It should just be in your, you know, like here in your groin area. That's where you need to feel the stretch. And in the hips. Hands in front. And you're going to try and get lower and lower to the floor. But you're not going to go down, try and go out. So you're lengthening your body out and you're not punching down. Fantastic. Okay, go. Both feet together. That's it. Butterfly stretch, rocking side to side, just helping your hips loosen up. And then in. Okay, and back out. Now with your knees, fight against your elbows, so push in, like you're trying to close your legs. And with your elbows, just hold them still, so you're not letting them come in. And slowly, let them come in, and then let it go out again. This builds up a lot of strength in your legs. So fight against, that's it, keep fighting, and then let it. And you need that kind of strength in your legs, especially for power moves. Okay, one leg out straight. Reach. Then we just have to move on to our back. Okay, once we've done our back, we're ready to go. You guys are doing a great job. Okay, well done. Flatten out. Keep the hips. I imagine if you're wearing a belt, keep that to the floor as much as possible. Deep breath in. And out. Keep the head up. And down, and again. And flat. One last time. And down. Check your toes. Pushing to the floor with your hand. Yeah, like you're really pushing down hard. Okay? Head through. Okay, and this hand under. Slide it under. This hand under. Alright, excellent job, okay? So let's start with 10 press-ups just to get started, get the blood pumping around our body, okay? Remember, keep your arms in towards the side here, okay? Just a nice, easy 10, okay? Not too fast, not too slow. 1, 2, 3, go. Breathe in. Breathe in. And out. Should be faster than this. Shake the arms off. Okay. Get the legs pumping as well, okay? So legs wide. Just do a quick squat, okay? Get your hips ready, okay, for the moves we're going to do. Control everything. You're not just going up and down like this. Tense their muscles like crazy, okay? Have the strength in their legs. If you're just going up and down, then anyone can just do this. Be strong, tense your muscles. Down, all controlled the whole time. Good, shake the legs off. Okay, core. We're going to do the dish, okay? And So let me just turn this music down a little bit. Okay, so when you're doing the dish, I just want you to be aware that you have your full back and the lower part here must be in connection with the floor when we're doing the dish. If it's not connected to the floor, you're not going to be using the right muscles. You'll be using your back muscles when you're doing the dish. And you want to use the whole core and engage the front muscles. So a little easy way that I've got, because I know a lot of breakers who can't do this and they've been dancing for years. It's just because they don't know, So what you're going to do first, you're going to put your chin in as far as you can, hands straight, and get your hands up on the side. You don't want your hands here. Don't get them in line or even behind, but just straight. Straight is the best, okay? Body alignment straight is the best. Then, so you're pulling your shoulders off, that causes a curve up here, you can see. Then the bottom half needs to curve too, okay? Because usually you have this kind of little S shape in the, in the back, a little bit of a curve, and we want to round out and hold it like a dish, okay? We want to look like a dish. So I can't do it lengthways because of the space, but start with your knees up and put your hand on your back. If you can feel a gap, then that's back. Okay, you want to lift up until there's no gap. Okay, now if you're like this, the gap will come if you put your head down. The gap kind of comes a little bit. Okay, so you need to lift your chin up, hands out. Then from here, one leg at a time, straight, tense stomach, and look at my hands. When we're doing breaking, no point in doing this because I don't know how many times in breaking we're ever going to do that shape. We do this a lot, so flex, get your wrists like this backwards, like a handstand position, push through the shoulders like this, not like this, and then same with your legs. Okay, so there, chin up, and let me just get the timer ready. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, push. Don't forget to breathe and don't relax the shoulders. Push. And push out with your feet too. 10 seconds left. And let it go. Okay, so we should always do a little bit of a tiny workout before you break. You won't only go and do a full sets and like a hit training type thing. You want to just do a bit of wake the body up in the different areas. Okay, so that's what we did just then. So we just turn the music off. We'll have a little talk for anyone who's just joined us a bit late, then we can get started. Okay, so as I said, my name is Tranquil and welcome to Tranquil TV. I'm going to be showing you an advanced breaking class today. I did say at the beginning it's not a beginner's class, but we said online to join us, be part of the vibe. You can be in the comments, you can just watch, enjoy it, and maybe you can pick something up from the dance as well in each of the different areas. If you see me looking at my watch during the during the class, it's just because I need to keep aware of the time, what we're on, so we can move through it in the right way. In this routine, it's an advanced level routine, okay, something you can learn and you can modify. So it is planned to a piece of music, but it can be modified. And if you've been breaking a while, you should know how to do that and change it up to fit any kind of music, okay? One thing that I will say is that in the live stream we have different people joining us, and so you might find something easy that someone else doesn't, okay? So I know in my crew we have specialists in different areas, people who are flexible, people who are not but really strong, people who can dance well, people who do footwork well, but there's no one who's a master of everything, okay? So if you find something easy during the tutorial, practice hard during that point, and then we'll move on to the next section, but just keep drilling it, because that is the key to becoming a good b-boy or b-girl, or getting to them higher levels, is that repetition and things like that. So we'll start with the song we're going to be using today is from DJ Fleg, okay? And I just want to say thanks to Fleg as well for allowing us to use music, and DJ Nobunaga as well, because both of them will support the channel with music during the lockdown. So it's amazing to have their support. And I also wanted just to thank as well Bradford Council for supporting the channel as well. It means a lot as well for them to be supporting us. I hope everyone's okay there. If anyone is new, please write your name in the comments section so we can tell who's watching, and let's have some fun, okay? It's going to start with tops. It's going to have a bit of tops, a bit of power, kind of a trick in there, you know, a mixture of different things. Okay, but if anyone has never been on the channel before as well, just to introduce and let you know a little bit more about myself, I've been dancing for 20 years. I've travelled the world for different countries dancing with like the originators of the, you know, breaking as well, and sort of like those second generation, you know, early b-boys, you know, from New York and, you know, different cities and countries as well. One thing I want to say is that in Bradford we had quite a unique scene compared to anywhere else in the world. Similar to New York, I would have compared it, because it kind of had a rebirth in the country, you know, of breaking, and we didn't have, you know, Dylan, as you know from my inspiration series, was our teacher, but he'd stopped for many years, you know, and he'd only done it for a short time during, you know, while it was big in the 80s, and he did it in the UK, and it, you know, but then he'd stopped for a long time, and then came back to actually help people like me, young people, kids everywhere. So it wasn't something he'd been doing for a long time. So we had to find, and the dance had evolved over that time, and, you know, got lots of new moves and lots of different things. So for us guys in Bradford, all learning, it was quite an exciting time, because, you know, it was a little bit like reinventing the wheel sometimes, because we weren't aware, we didn't have YouTube at the time, we didn't have DVDs at the time, there were videotapes, and they were rare as it was, and I don't think I had one until about 2 years into the dance. So you were creating things yourself, and you were coming up with ideas. And we did experience a lot of you know, injuries and things like that, because we were trying to find our own way and cutting our own way, and you know, that had its disadvantages and its advantages in some ways. It helped us to be more creative, helped us to sort of, you know, find different ways of inspiration, not just through, you know, breaking, but movies and other things we could do like that to find ways of moving forward. Whereas nowadays, you know, we have, you know, YouTube, we can just go and find those things straight away. But, you know, I would say that, you know, it's a good thing, because, you know, you can avoid those injuries these days, and, you know, that's why I'm here today as well, to show you techniques, and you can just skip learning it, and, you know, taking months or even a year to learn a move, and you can learn it, you know, pretty much within maybe a couple of days to a week or a month or something like that. So, you know, let's get started. The song we are going to do it to is medium music, okay, and we'll stick to this song. This is a really cool track. It's not too fast, and it's not too, you know, it's just the right speed, okay? That's great. Okay. Let me just turn the levels up as well, just make sure that that's loud enough for you guys to hear. Fantastic. Okay. So, we're going to start with an Indian step combination, okay? I'm always going to do the class facing this way, because I think it's easier for you to follow me and copy my body when I'm facing this way. You can copy move for move every direction I go. If I go this way, you use this hand and this hand. You don't have to figure it out. So, we're going to start with an Indian step. 1 and 2. Which, no? 1 and 2. Put your hands in. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2. 3 and. So you put the foot is in the air. 3 and you move this foot forward. 4. So, and you can hit the beat like so. Hit and then try and hit 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Then we all go to this side and go on the opposite side. Indian step, back, back, step. Okay? So imagine corner point, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay. So let me know if you can get that. When I'm doing steps like this, I like to visualize, pretend there's dots on the floor. It really helps if you pretend there's dots on the floor. So, Indian step, imagine there's a red dot, a blue dot, and then foot tap on the red dot again. Yeah, so it's like Indian step, red, yeah. But instead of just to the side, a little bit more forward. So Indian step, back, back, hit. Indian step, back, back, hit. Good. And again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. That's great. Next step, of okay? Push step, okay? So we're going to like this. We're going to push away, okay? We're going to like this. Now both feet move at the same time. Don't go like this. Both feet come away from each other. A bit like you got magnets, you know, in your feet, like when they repel each other, okay? So, like that. So, 5, 6, 5, 6, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Push 1, and look at the heel up there, and 2. Okay, so push, push. Hands coming, body coming away. 5, 6, 5, 6. Now, you hit your foot on that beat. Tap, tap, tap. Hit that beat. Strong. Okay, good. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. That's great. So you've got that step first. That's an Indian step variation. Then you've got the push step. Tap, hit the beats. And let me just turn this down a little bit. Now, in breaking, you know, a lot of advanced breakers, they get scared to be still. And it always have to be stepping or moving. And if you want to up your game, you need to learn to be able to groove to the music. And you don't always have to be doing a step. You don't have to go anywhere. Sometimes you can just rock to the music. Again, that's what, you show people you're feeling the music. If you're feeling it, don't fake it. But we're going to come here, and after we come in, tap, 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 we're going to just move to the beat around, yeah? But we're not doing a step. We're just rocking to the beats and feeling the music, okay? So we're going to do that. One. Let's go for that from the beginning. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 counts, and try not to copy me. Try and close your eyes and just think, how would you rock to the music when the music's on? Yeah, and just do that for 4 counts. Just rock the music, relax, and try and take in them steps, okay? If you try and do something, it's going to go wrong, because grooving to the music is not you can't formulate that. You have to feel it inside. So if you try and copy someone, you'll always feel a bit awkward. So if you just relax, and you're never going to be able to do the same thing twice, okay? Because when you're grooving to the music, you're not thinking. You switch off and you just let the music take over. So you can't repeat it exactly the same. You should just be kind of feeling it, and it won't. You don't put your hands exactly here or here. Just take your time. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, after you've hit the groove, forward step. Okay? So you get the foot comes out. 1, 2. Now, a big mistake some people do in their breaking, even advanced breakers, they step when there's no beat. So they'll move with their legs, just like crazy fast. And it doesn't even make sense, because the song has got a real good rhythm and a good, the drums are not even moving that fast. And then sometimes people will be moving really smooth and slow, and the drum beats are just going crazy. So you're like, you need to try and attach yourself to the music. And sometimes, obviously, we listen to other parts of the song, so we might enhance those, but it's not always the case, So try and really, we do normal forward step on this side, and then on the second side, there's a definite, increase of beats. So we're going to go forward step, and we're going to kick our foot on the way back. So forward step, and usually you do Indian step here, but you're going to go forward step, and you're going to kick, and you're going to go forward step instead. So forward step, kick, and forward. So it's like, you're kind of making people think you might go for the Indian step, and it's just like a variant of the forward step. So 5, 6, so again forward step, 1, 2, kick and forward, yeah? Now on that first Indian step, try and use levels in your body, okay? So when you're going for the Indian step, don't keep your body up here, try and come down with it here, tap, tap, up, down with it on this side now, up, lean it, diagonals, tap, groove it, just however you feel, forward step, Then hit that second accent on the kick there, bam. Then go there and forwards and forwards. So back, front. I'm just going to switch the tune up for a second. Because we don't... While we're training, we don't need to have that song. We can just do any song while we're doing the same part, okay? Because this will work to most songs. 6, 7, 8. So that one, try and animate your body, freeze everything, and just make that step big. You know, stretch your body out. So forward step, kick, down, forward, back, forward. Then we're going to run back. Boom. I call that spaghetti, yeah? Use your legs, wind them backwards, okay? So, we go from the front, back, front, spaghetti, yeah? Go. Like that. Good. 6, 7, 8. And you have to be quick, you have to hit the beat. So, come back. And then, that is the end of our top rock part of this routine, okay? So it might take you a bit of practice to go through that, just to familiarise yourself with that. And on the channel we've got a little pause screen. So what we need to do, everyone, is to take 1 to 2 minutes, just maybe one song, practicing that. Even if you're good at it, I want this to help you during the time of isolation, get your fitness up, get you feeling good. So the more you do it, the more it's going to be a workout for you. So just go through them steps over and over again. I'm going to restart this song, put it on the practice screen, you guys practice, okay? The little baby on the screen is my son Elijah as well, so you get to see him dancing while you wait. Alright. Are you ready? All right. Okay, so I'm going to teach the next bit just without, without the music. Okay, it does go to the beats, but we're just going to have no music on just for this part. Okay, so you end up, if you did it right, you did the forward step, and you went back, you went forward, and then you did the move. Okay, like the run back. Okay, or I'm always teaching that as spaghetti, just because it's easy to remember. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You end up in this position with this hand, your left hand down. So copy me exactly. Okay, and you bounce to the beat. Boom. And that will be on like 1, 2. Okay, and you're going to slide forward, and depending on how fast you are, you can change this a little bit up, but you're going to slide forward, and this foot that's here, it's going to like skate, but it's like you're skating on your own foot. Okay, so you stand on your own foot and slide. So you like slide like this while stood on your own foot. So hop and slide. So it's like hop, slide. Now, I'm not dragging my knee all across the floor. It's just kind of hovering, and it's like against the floor. So hop and then slide. Okay, don't put loads of weight down, otherwise rip your pants or something like that. Or give yourself a calf burn or something. So jump, 1, 2, 3, jump, slide. Okay, and I've got this kind of shape just from this side, so you can see it's kind of like this shape, but actually, it's like that. Me stood on there, and then to the beat, we're going to hit the tap tap, and we're going to lift up and come back down. Now it's like a breathing move, like you kind of hit the beat, but it's not like a freeze. It's more like a like, and then you come back down. It's got that kind of motion to it, that feeling of coming, like rebounding. So some freezes you want to hit like hard dead stop. Other times you just want to like, depends what song you're on as well and what beat you're going to be trying to hit. So we slide, 1, 2, 5, and you come up, you go 5 on the beat, 5. As you come back, you let yourself fall to this position, hand out, like that. So then kick and grab your foot, and then you pull it back here, and you end up in this position, which is like jazz foot position. Okay, so hand, kick, down, to the beats. Okay, so 5, 6, and you want to be not doing 7 and 8. It's like 7 and 8 and, so quite quick. Okay, so come up, 7 and 8 and you grab this hand here on this side of your body, and you're going to throw your hand over your shoulder. Okay, and at the same time you're going to throw your hand over your shoulder, and you're going to land in this position like that. Okay, and your back and your hips off the floor, and you're holding your hand on the floor here like that, and you have to be strong. You have to push your body up, heel down like that. So we go hand, grab, back, hand comes over, and plant. Plant your hand down strong, so you're not here kind of wiggling around. It's got to be, we've done the breathing kind of freeze where you come up, you kind of like, then you sink back in, then you do that fast little footwork part, or just with your legs. Okay, and then you pull your hand straight over. Okay, like that. So let's go from there. So slide, tap, tap. Okay, up, down, hand, kick, pull back, grab, and hit. Okay, on the beat, nice and strong. Let's try that just from the spaghetti, like the back, this position. Okay, just like a back step kind of position. Let's go from there. I'll count us in, and when we get to 1, we're going to jump 1, 2. Then we're going to slide 3, 4, and we come up on like 5. That's what we're going to be doing. So let's try it. Okay, we turn the beat up a little bit. Alright, so this position, ready to hop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 6. Like that, it's okay. 5. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Very quick. go again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. And see how solid my body is here? Super solid. Now, this hand that's gripping your wrist, okay, it's going to come underneath and touch your foot. The one that's straight up, you're going to grab it. So, you go here, and you see our foot? The hand that's planted, keep that down, grab there, pull it on top of your knee, and then up like here, then kick it back out, to the beat, and this one, push it on this hand, and windscreen wiper on, yeah? So, bring your leg in, like this, in, and under, okay? Yeah? So we have pretzel, you know, like I said, in Bradford where we learn, you know, we travel the world later, you know, to America, Japan, different countries, but, you know, when traveling the world as well, you find out different areas, they have different names for certain moves. Not everyone was taught the exact like from somebody, so you had to pick it up from however you could. So I give some of the footwork names, my own moves, because when I'm teaching, I teach a lot for younger ones, I teach a lot all over, and I think that if you can visualize the movement of something in the name, you'll never forget it. And you know, sometimes, you know, I might write down the name of a sick footwork move and I've forgotten it, and that's really annoying. So you don't want to do that. So sometimes in your own head, give it a name that you're going to remember it by. Okay, so let's do it from here again. We've got this position, the hand on the floor. This hand that's gripping our wrist grabs the foot, puts it on top, kick it back out, use this hand strength to push up. Windscreen wiper is when this leg, you imagine someone's knee, put a pin through your knee, it's stuck to the floor. You can't lift your knee up, you can't do this. And everything rotates around the knee. So you pull under like that, the leg keeps coming round, hook, and on number one we're going to jump out, yeah? Jump out. Boom. And in, yeah? It's fast, yeah? But you can get it, and we'll just go over it. I'll have a little bit of time just to look at chat section in a minute after this. But first I just want to go through it up to there, and then I'll answer any questions you've got after that, okay? So, let's turn the beat up. Let's go on this beat for a second. Just while we practice. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Good. Okay, and again. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and hop, 2, slide, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Good. So that's what it's going to be. Let's go from beginning. Okay, let's do it to the proper. So we start from the beginning together. Okay, get yourself ready. Remember them levels, using that body. 5, 6, go. And back, front, run, bounce, slide, up, and jump, grab, 6, 7, 8, 1. Now, when you do this part, you've got your hand on your wrist, grab your foot, and just think of it like rebounding. It comes on, and then it bounces off, and when it bounces off, that's when your hand comes to the floor, and this is when the kind of, you know, the sort of pretzel motion, the sort of windscreen wiper motion here, comes round, keeps going, wide, hook, then out, boom, and back in. Any hand shapes you want, feel free to change it a little bit as well, okay? You don't have to stay exactly the same. If you've got another move that you've got in mind that you do that would go well there, then you try and do it, okay? So I'm going to put pause this music for now, and I'm going to look at the comments, and see, you know, how everyone's doing, okay? All right, so let's see. We turn this down a little bit. So, I hope everyone got that. Okay, it's an advanced routine, remember, so like I said, it's not going to be for beginners or for intermediate, it's an advanced routine, so if you're struggling, you might need to go back over it and have a little look. It's not going to be easy. Like I said, we did the easy one, sort of like the beginners one. We do advanced all the time, you know, during our private live streams, so this is going to be one that's a bit more challenging for those and anyone coming in. And if you've got it and you find this part easy, that's good, okay? Drill it, practice it. But remember, there's parts of the routine to come, which you might find really hard, and you might be good with footwork top rock, okay? But I wanted to cater this dance to everybody so you can all have a good time. And also, you know, if I can't show you how to do it well, you won't have a good time learning the dance. So that's what I wanted to do. So I hope you're all enjoying it. Has anyone got any last questions before we get back into the next part? Okay. All right, no, that's great. All right, let's move on then to the next part of the dance, okay? Really, really happy, really impressed. All right. Oh, and just while you're watching as well, okay, you know, if you want to help support the channel, we have a donation button on the channel as well. So anyone who wants to support what we're doing, the channel and things like that, you know, you can support through that button on the Tranquil TV page, you know, on the about page on there, and you can find it up in the top corner or in the about section on your mobile phone. Also, I've just designed a few bits of merch because people kept asking me for merch all the time, and I couldn't do it just because of time. But we do have some merch available, and you can get that through the description at the bottom. So there's a great company who are doing some things during the time of isolation, so you can, you know, I don't have to go anywhere and you can do it like that. But, you know, hopefully if you want some, this could be a chance to get some. So let's go through our next part. Okay, so we've all done the jump out, and then when you've done it, your leg will be crossed because this leg came around the front. Jump out, and then right leg goes straight in front. 1, and then the other leg comes out. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So nice and quick. So we'll go from here, and I'll count in 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, like that. Now, if you do it 3 and 4, it leaves one leg out straight. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this leg is going to pass all the way through, and you're going to make like a tunnel. So this leg here is in front, it's going to go all the way through and out the back. Okay, so all the way through and out the back. And instead of just going straight line, I want you to kind of aim your leg a little bit more this way. Okay, just so it makes your body turn a bit. Okay, so right leg there, jump out and in. Right leg goes first. 1, keep your body form nice and straight, solid in your core. 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now this leg comes all the way back and underneath. Switch your weight from this side to this side. Create a tunnel, sort of from your knee all the way to your hand, and through. Okay, and your hands swap over. And it ends up like that. Now that might be a little bit hard for you because that's the only bit that would be hard to follow in sense of camera direction, okay? Because, you know, when I turn around, you guys won't see because you're turning around at the same time. So it's the only little bit there that's a bit difficult. So I'll just go, I'll spend one or two more times on that, just so you can see again. So, jump out, jump back in. 1, 2, 3. Weight transfers to here, creating the bridge. The foot comes through the back, and the hands change, and you turn. Okay, and then the beat's going to go hit, 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 like we did at the beginning when we were here, when we went hit, we did this. We'll do the same thing in the footwork. Our leg is going to come in tap, tap, tap. So, you're here, foot comes through, bridge, turn, and you go tap, 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 to the beat, yeah? Okay, tap, 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 okay? And then we're going to begin 60, okay? So well done, guys. I'm so, if you're getting that, it's really good. So let's go from the beginning with our song all up to there. I'll turn the song up a little bit as well. We'll do it, say, 2 times. All right. 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll it back, jump, slide, tap, tap, up. Good. If you got that, that's great. Let's go again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, okay, fantastic. So, let me know again. Is everyone okay with that? Up to there. So, I've got my bro, B-Boy Styles in the place, that's great. And yeah, just keep building it up, keep going for it. If you've got your own dance moves as well, and your own sort of individual moves, and you think, this has fit really well here, then you just put it in. It's going to get, this next bit's going to take a bit more explaining. It's a little bit harder, but hopefully you've got it. And the thing about doing this one is not just about doing it. I want you to do it well, and I want you to feel when you're doing it, you're not chasing the music, because if you're doing this routine and you're chasing the beat, then you don't know it enough, okay? You should be be able to slow down and hit the beat, just when you want, okay? So you need to be a bit more faster than usual, okay? You need to step it up so that then you can just, play with it a bit more, okay? So let's go through our next part now. I hope you all did well on there, up to there. Is everyone getting that footwork bit? Okay. If you could just type in, say, yeah, you've got it, or if not, anyway, we'll go through it a few more times later, but hopefully you're going to get that. So, you're going to do the 6-step from here. We'll go from this kind of position with our body, and we're going in 3 times. Tap, 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 and then we're going to go, that should be 7 and 8, and we're going to bring our leg in here, and we'll just count from there, and we're going to start the 6-step. Round, okay, keep going. And then bring your leg here, okay, and we're going to do 6-step to like a flare. But the flare that you're going to do, is a certain type of flare, because, and this is a thing I see people doing, because I worked hard to get most power moves, okay, especially in the early stages of my breaking, that I tried to get every single power move I could. And, when people are learning flares, they can either usually do one well, and they don't know why they can't do another one, but in the small space, this is a perfect flare, because it's kind of like you're modding the technique a little bit. So I'll just show you, because everyone should know 6-step being advanced, but I'm going to just show you on this piece of paper, okay? So let me just write this down. So okay, so let me show you this. So we've got 2 circles on here, okay? And when you're doing a flare, you want to try and be, like in general, with lots of space, you want to be like that, perfectly rounded, okay? And this is the perfect way to do flares. If you were looking down from above, you would see the person covering a whole circle, okay? Now, the problem most people do is they put a lot of effort into they do this kind of shape. They put loads in the front, and then they try and come around for the second flare, and because it's this odd kind of weird shape, if you were looking from above, you'd see the legs fly out, and then they don't get the round momentum in order to be able to do flares, okay? And when in my top day, I think I did about 14 flares with no scrapes, and that was like my sort of like best. But you're never usually going to do any more than 5 in a row. So but if you want to be able to just keep going and keep going, it's about pushing your hips out and moving it round. Now in a space like this, if I stretch my legs out, I'm telling you to do the opposite of that today, because in ciphers, in spaces that are small, you can't do that kind of flare. You're going to 100% kick someone. So you want to do the flare like that one, okay? This kind of flare, which just gives you one flare, but in a cipher that's perfect, or in a small space that's perfect. So, because if I did it, I can't even stretch my legs out in here fully. So you're going to do the 6-step, and you're going to do a fake helicopter, yeah, with your right leg. So let's go through that now. So we're going to go, we should be on 1, 7 and 8, and we start, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then you come to that, when you get to about here, this leg starts to swing. Now a helicopter is where obviously you jump over the whole foot, like that, okay? A fake one is where you just lift the knee up. So it's just the knee coming off, gives the illusion of a kind of helicopter, but your foot doesn't come off, it kind of goes like this, yeah? And with your hands, if they're on your fingertips at this point, you need to flatten them just after. When it comes around, you come around here, and you want your hands flat, like that, pushing hard. If your hands are bent when you're going to try and do this flare, it's going to shock your body. So you want to have your, push through your shoulders, strong, and don't do this, bend. If you do that, you're going to break the line. You're not going to have the strength to flare. Okay, you need to pull. It needs to come all the way up here, up your arm, through your core, into your legs as well. So, 6-step, this right leg comes round, and instead of kicking our leg out, because I'll probably kick that plant there, you're going to kind of do like you're going to bring your leg, and if you just imagine this is, let's actually do it together like this, sat down. So the leg's going to come up, and kind of avoiding, going out wide, and it comes across your face, and it switches at that point, and that's when you can pull down. Now, doing it that way, you don't get that massive extension, but you can push it out at the front. So you get there, like that. And obviously I'm bending my legs a little bit because I don't want to kick anything, but you can see I didn't kick anything, because I'm bringing that leg round and throwing it, kind of, instead of throwing it out and round, I'm kind of throwing it up this way, and then it's coming across my face, my leg. So my leg's coming up and across my face, and then it's getting that switch. Now, if you're ever stuck at one flare, you kind of should know why now a little bit more. It's probably because you've not got the right circular motion. But when you're trying to do one like this in small space, that's perfect. That's what we actually want, okay? Use your core, use your strength. Let's do it together. Okay, so 6-step, boom, 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 and bring that leg in like you would after 6-step, and that's when it kind of comes down here. So imagine the last step of a 6-step, the leg comes here, and you kind of transfer over onto your knees and your hands at this point, round, okay, hand comes down, push with all your strength, push from here, sweep, and through, okay. Now you have to, if you don't use your 6-step right, you won't take off, because you've got none of that swing. You're trying to flare from nothing. So you need to give your 6-step that kind of power behind it, and that fake helicopter is what's going to launch you into the air. So you bring it round, and then go for it like that, okay? Don't do that bit slow, and don't be cautious with that. Try and do it. And you don't need a lot of space, okay? You can do this in a really tiny bit. So we'll do it 2 times together, okay? So, ready? Yeah, I could even get to my feet in that small space like that. And I mean, it is small. I know it might look wide because I got the wide angle lens on, but it's not. Okay, let's go again. So, 1 6-step, 1 2, transfer, and round. We need to push a lot, and we're not really using we're using our legs to come up at the front, but it's in a little bit of a different way. We're cutting it short. You know, if I can explain it to you with my hands like this, okay, instead of going wide, it's more like up and then pushing at the end. So give that a little bit of a try now, okay? Let's do it from beginning with music, just once, then I'll let you have a little bit of practice time again on the practice screen, and then I'll answer any questions during that time as well. I'll switch the screen and, you know, give you guys some tips. Let's go through it one time, up to there. Okay. Sorry, volume just needs to turn up for 10 seconds. Five, 6, 7, 8. Groove to the music, then gold stick. And animate. Alright. I need to stretch out a little bit more. Let's go. Okay. One more time on that little knee count. So, just one more time on 6 steps. Yeah. This will make it a little bit easier. Put this knee down. 1, 2, 3. Try and put this knee down. Instead of going into here, this feels a little bit better. Put your knee down. This leg comes around, then this one around, and then go for the flare. Yeah, so for the flare part, just a little tip. I think if you take it round to here, put the knee down about there, that can help because you get that first swing, second swing, then the flare come in. Okay, so let's try it together. 5, 6. Yeah, that will help a little bit more because when I said it, I said come in the back here, uncross, then put your knee down. But it's a little bit awkward, so you know, I think put your knee down just a tiny bit earlier, and that'll make it a little bit easier on there. So legs here, okay, knee comes down. Instead of your foot in the back of your knee comes down, this leg starts to come round. When it gets to here, switch, reverse helicopter, and flare. Nothing for you guys, okay, you can do that, no problem. So, practice screen, I'm gonna, you know, talk to you guys. If you guys get this dance, and you can do it well, you know, hashtag Tranquil dance, and, you know, or Tranquil TV, upload it online so I can see it, see how you did with it, okay, because I know I'm showing you guys, but it's nice for me to be able to watch it back and see who got the dance. Some people have sent me private links to footage of them training, and that's amazing because at least I know it helped in some way rather than just watching it and no comment or post. So post it up. I'm going to put on the practice screen for 2 minutes, let you guys have a little training with that. I just feel like I want to just do that little bit before flare one more time, and then you guys, I'll leave you to practice. So here, end of a 6 step, number 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 4, knee comes down. Then you get that first leg coming round, and like kind of like a domino, hits that knee. That one sets off. Fake helicopter. Remember, when you're doing your fake helicopter, don't do it like this. Try and get your hands flat because you're going to a flare. You can't flare on fingertips. Okay, flat, push up. So here, push. That's when you're getting that real strength, and let the leg come round, up and over, and then push. Okay, so I'm gonna let you practice now. Well done, guys. So glad to have all the students watching. You know, everyone there in the Tranquil Productions family. It's great. Okay. Got our little man practicing there, showing off his moves. He practices every day. Okay. Struggling with the flare a little bit. Lining mark struggling a little bit. Okay. Okay, yep. The flare bit, I'll go through it one more time as well on that, don't worry. Anyone who's struggling with anything, I'll help you more with that. If you're trying, that's great. Don't worry if you can't do the whole thing. You know, modify it, change it up. You don't have to have the whole thing. Alright, we're going to get back into it. Okay, so yeah, with the moves like, you know, these, you know, they are harder moves and it does take a bit of time to get them. But you guys can, you know, you guys can do it no problem. And, you know, learning flares, you know, like I said, you know, we had to learn flares. You know, no one could teach us flares because it was a newer move to breaking. I mean, it wasn't being done at the time Dylan was doing it. It was more windmills, head spins and things like that. And if you did have flares, I think it was a really rare thing at that time. So we didn't have anyone to teach us those things. We had to learn. And I learned flares, you know, through watching a sort of a computer game called Tekken, which had a character called Eddie Gordo on it, and I used to just watch him doing the flares on that game, and that's how I learned it and that technique. So you don't need to have, you know, all you have to, you know, to learn the moves like this, you just need passion, okay? And you know, if you've got, especially if you've got someone teaching you how to do it, then you've got no excuse, you've just got to practice, okay? Now, I don't expect you to get flares from this, because I'm not teaching you exactly how to do the flare, I'm just showing you a flare, because it's an advanced routine, and most advanced breakers can do a flare, okay? So, but I will break it down a little bit more, just for those you know, watching out, because I do want to help you and just give you a bit more of a tip as well, and some things you can just practice at home that will help you get towards your flares. So I'll knock this off. So when you're doing flares, it is about, you know, when I'm teaching this cheat technique, because it is a cheat technique, this is one where anyone can do a flare, you know, almost pretty quickly if you've been breaking. The real power technique of flares is different, and I'm not going to teach that because we've got no space for that, but we'll just work on this one. So just from the front angle, and I'll reverse it, because if you're left-handed, or you know, then you'll flare differently from me, but I'll do it this way because I think most people are right. So, okay, so the leg kind of comes around, okay, and it's going this way, okay, and then it comes across your face, and that's when you get this kind of changeover. And in the middle, you've got to be strong enough to hold your body like that. Yeah, you've got to be able to hold that V position, okay, sitting. So get your legs there, and push, okay. Practice that, because if you can hold that for a second when you're moving, you'll be able to do it. If you can't do that and your legs won't come off the ground, you know, momentum does help, but you need to learn to be able to do that, because it really will, you know, add to your strength a lot. So when we're here, if you're left-handed, that could be why you're struggling with this flare, because you might be, you know, going the wrong way. I would never advise that. So if you do power the other way, all I would say is, when we get to the sixth step, and if you're advanced, you should know this, you, instead of going into it that way, you go here, reverse to the other side, put your knee down that way, and then there, and then flare this way, okay? So just reverse your sixth step and do the opposite of what I said. So this leg is going to come and slide across the floor almost, across, and then right, and imagine it kind of like a plane taking off, up, 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 takes off, and then comes across, back across that way. Okay, so think sweep and across. Yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. So right leg sweeps, comes up, and then across your face. The closer the leg is to the face, the better the flare will be. If your legs are down here, you won't be able to flare. You have to be strong enough to get in, okay? Because flares are not like, you know, you need to get that leg in and across your face like that. So you're not going to be able to do this cheap flare if you can't bring your legs up. So let's do it from here. Get your body in this position. Do that first fake helicopter round, and this hand goes flat, planks. That's when the slide starts. Come across the floor, across and change. But just at the end, that little bit of a change just at the end there. That's what you're looking for. So ready? Leg comes across, slide it, and do that kind of, you'll feel this kind of thing, like a little changeover, okay? Like I said, that was done slow, so let's do it fast. Okay, so here, one, so round. Try not to stop at any point. When that leg takes off for the fake helicopter, just keep it going, and then just bring it round, and it won't drag exactly, it'll go low, and it won't drag it exactly across the floor. So here, like that, yeah? So, once you did your flare, you're going to land, and I'm going to assume, we'll assume for now that people are landing like this kind of position, okay? So here, you land here, you're going to go knees, and then your feet to the side. So knees, feet, up, okay, like that. So, ready? So, as soon as you land, you go da da da, okay? You bring your body round, like that on the knee spin, okay? So, zigzag with the feet, so da da da, spin, double knee spin, okay? And this is where we're going to do our last sort of move, which is based around freezing, okay? So, it's not power, not footwork, freezing. So, we're going to do the reverse this time, reverse helicopter. So, you do zigzag, feet, so you land, you get here, knees, feet, up, let your body come in and spin, okay? And then as you're doing that, this leg is going to lift up, and you're going to do a reverse helicopter with that leg. So imagine a helicopter that goes forward, this one's going to come backwards. When it gets to there, you have to lift your foot up, let it come under, like that, okay? So look at my leg, swings all the way to this leg, it can't go any further because I'm trapped by my own body there. Lift your foot up, or jump, you know, if you're jumping, and the foot will come down, or just lift your foot up like this, put it on the other side, and let the leg continue to come around. So practice that a few times with me. So, just the reverse helicopter part. So we're spinning on our knees, spinning on our knees, spinning on our knees. Then you, from just before you do the reverse helicopter, stretch your leg out, let your leg come round, but it can't go anymore. Lift your foot up so that your leg comes underneath it, and the leg carries on coming round, and then we get to here. Okay, this is going to be the end of the routine here. So we hit elbow freeze, push up, and then pag. Okay, so we're going to try that, our best to do that. So let's go from there one more time. Knees, feet, and up. Knees, feet, up, spin, stretch the leg out. See how I'm not waiting to here and then trying to do the reverse helicopter. As I'm spinning, just before I get to the bright point, I let my leg come out. That way I've got something to swing with. And then get to elbow freeze. Now, when you look at elbow freeze, you want to just draw a little picture for this. So you want to create a triangle, okay? So 3 points. Now, those 3 points, you know, when you've got the 3 points, one is your fingers and your hand here, elbow point here, and then the other stabilizing hand there. So that's what you've got. When you're going to push up, you know, you should be able to do elbow freeze. And if you can't, you know, I've got videos about that on the other public one, and other tutorials as well. So I'll help you learn that a bit more later. But elbow freeze is like straight and then a point here. And then what you're going to do is when you push up, you replace the point where your elbow is. So it's like you're you're not just straightening up to this hand, because that's what people get wrong, and it's why they can't get up. It's very hard. So you use your legs, and you're going to use your legs as like a kicking motion, and it's going to help you when you do this kicking, changing motion. It's going to help you to be able to move your hand at the same point like that. So you're going to go this kind of triangle position to a 2 position like that. So take your time, just do that with me a few times now, because it will really help. Okay, pretend that the floor's in front of you. I'm using my right hand, okay, for the freeze. Okay, this is my right there. Okay, and you're going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to go down. Okay, don't try to keep your arm in the same place and just push up. It's far too, it takes too much energy. Now the next thing we're going to do, we'll do it with our legs. We're going to go into this kind of shape, and we can all practice this easily right now in stand freeze. So go stand freeze. 1, 2, 3, and what all you do is switch your legs. But what you're doing is you're pushing up, so you push, and it helps you to get up like that. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, push, and change. Okay, and you do that in at the same time as using the push with your arms. So you're getting that push with your legs and push with your arms, and you're coming up and popping up in one go, big. Okay, so the reverse comes in. Now, elbow goes there, and if you can see, because I've already been swinging that leg, it's ready to go already. The reverse helicopter leg has already come round, and as it's coming back up, I can get myself to there. Perfect. And that means when I'm ready for the switch, and you have to do it when your legs go up. You want to make that feeling like you should feel weightless, because you're pushing up, and while your legs are going up, that's when you do change your arm. If you try and change your arm before your legs move, you'll get stuck. And if you go after your legs have moved and then try and push up, it's like perfect timing. You've got to be like, get the hand up and the legs up. Okay, so let's try it together with some music, then I'll give you guys a bit of some tips. Okay, let's just get some beats on and we'll try it together. I'll show you as well so you can understand it a bit better. Okay, so get from this position, round, elbow up. Yeah, so I know that's, let's go again. Round, elbow up. Good. Now I'm going to this shape because I'm used to going up. Okay, if you're not used to going up, just switch the legs fully. Yeah, but in breaking we want to have nice shapes, okay, so make sure get your leg there. So I remember first learning this move, how long it took me when I first learned it, and it was like, I do remember it feeling super hard at first, but it is a lot to do with the technique, and once you get all that boundary you can just do it forever. Okay, just keep going up and down. Yeah, so just practice that motion, and you can see if you look closely here, you see that happening. So see how my hand went to where my elbow point was. So that's what you guys have got to try. Okay. Now I just need to be able to see the comments for a second, so I'm going to switch the screen over, answer any questions you guys got. I want to practice. But one thing, breathing with this move is super important. You want to breathe out and push up. Don't try and breathe in as you go, because that will just fall down straight away. You want to breathe out and push out like that. So take a big deep breath in as you're about here. Like that, yeah? And that energy coming out helps you to pop, okay, and get up. Now, that's going to take practice. Don't worry if you can't do it. But I'll just let you guys have a little 1 minute, okay? 1 minute, and then we'll come back to it. Yeah, the video game inspiration, that's a real story for sure. You have to use whatever you can to learn. How's anyone on the elbow freeze? Anyone who can get up? If you can get up from your elbow to handstand, let me know. I would love to see that. And this routine especially, I'd love for you guys to post it online if you learn it and get it, okay? wherever you are, just show us that you've got it. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, that's what I mean. So some people find this bit hard, but the footwork was super easy. Some people find the opposite way around. So it's just whatever is best for you guys. I'm going to give a little bit more tips on the pop, how to pop up, okay, because I think that'll help. Alright, let me give a bit more tips on that pop now. And I'll turn the music right down just so we can... Okay, so little tips for the pop part. When you're doing it, when you're going up with moves, because advanced breaking is, coming down is easier than going up. So if you can do handstand, headstand, baby freeze, this is easier, okay? Going up is hard, okay? Because everything's against you. You're fighting the floor and you're pushing up with everything. So when you're going up, you need to move your body forward. So the way it feels like, the way I'm describing it is like if you were looking over the edge of a building, it's that kind of feeling. If you try and go up and you bring your body backwards, like away. So imagine we're on the edge of a building now and we're looking over down at the street. If we went up and came back, we will never get up to the top. So what we have to do is come up and forward. It's like you're going to fall over the edge of the building like that. That's the motion you need to be doing when you're coming and popping up, okay, forward. And that's also, you've got nothing to push you up when you're leaning back. Look, this way, you can't get up this way. Even no matter how strong you are, you'll never get up because your body's going back and your muscles can't push that way. Whereas when we're here, we've got all this strength to push, got loads of strength to push this way. So try and visualize yourself on top of a building. You're on the edge. You're looking down. You're trying to look over at the bottom of the street. You're going to push up and like that. The leg timing. Okay, really use your legs. It shouldn't be and tighten your stomach. Okay, so ready? And don't. Last thing. Don't hold it forever. Go into it. Go count 1, 2, 3. Elbow up. Don't go on elbow for ages, then try and pop up. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Elbow up. Yeah? Okay? And that will help a lot. Yeah? That's good. If you can learn this one as well, it's really great. It's a great transitional freeze, okay, for other things, especially if you've got a lot of handstand moves or other moves like that. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Elbow up. Yeah? Okay, right. Now, the opposite. Same goes for the other way around. When you're coming down, you have to do the kind of, when you're coming down, you want to move your body in the opposite way as well, okay? Because that helps, okay? So this one, from here, and you see that arm comes back, the body comes up, and when we're going down, actually, you want to make sure that you're using the strength, this kind of strength to come down. So if you're ever coming down from an elbow to another freeze, use that strength that we talked about, okay? Because coming like this, you'll never get it. So the last bit is you're going to go up, push, and then hand on your head, and you have to kind of psych yourself up for it. So you have to go elbow, so elbow up, head, and do it in that way. So okay, last one. So 5, 6, just from the helicopter. 6, go. See that? So you go extra push right at the end, push and touch your head. It's a rhythmic, yeah? You can't do it slow, you've got to do it in a rhythm. Everything is equal spaced out. So let's go again. 5, 6, 7. Like that. I could do it holding that a little longer too. Let's go. 5, 6. There we go. Okay. So let's go from the beginning, see how you guys do. I hope you're enjoying the lesson and having a good time. Let's get the beats turned up. start to finish. Let's go. Good, let's go again. 5. Nice one, guys. Okay. Maybe I should try and do it once facing you guys as well. Maybe that'll help as well to see some of the other bits. I'll give it one go. And this bit of the room is more narrow, but I'll try my best and see what we can do. Okay? So let's have a go, try and do it one more time, but I'll face you guys, and then you can try and follow along. And you know, you can speed bits up, slow bits down, change things around, mess with it in whatever way you want. Come on, last one. Alright, come on, let's go. Alright, well done guys. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson. Hope you had a really good time. That's it for today. That was the advanced routine, so it'll be there for you to check online. It'll always be there. You can go back and have a look at the videos. We'll leave the comment section open just at the end for a little bit, so you guys can you know, just chat and talk for 2 minutes, and you know, just say any comments or anything like that. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again soon. Please remember to like and subscribe. You know, show your support on Facebook as well. Post videos of you practicing training. You know, send it anywhere you want. Can't wait to see everyone again. Get back into it, fully training and being with everyone. Definitely miss everyone. Just hope you're well. Like to thank as well key workers and people like that working hard every day, still going to work and you know pushing through, even though there's the risks that are there. They're still going for it. So just thank you to all you guys as well, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.